When you start a business as a sole proprietor, then you are the person in the business that have to guarantee that you can make the payment, which means that you have to co-sign for the business, right? So which means that in order for you to really build out business credit, which is key also, right? It's the second pillar. You have to have at least a 680 credit score or better, right? To personally guarantee those credit lines, okay? Now, if you already created an LLC, which is an entity that's a separate entity from you, then your personal credit does not matter. The second will that we have is, I call it BC, right? It stands for business credit. Now, when you have good personal credit and you're able to get qualified for $50,000 cards or more, maybe even a $25,000 card, and you stack that, maybe you get like 4 to 6 credit cards that are like $25,000 or more. But on whatever you're doing on the personal side, you get 4 times minimum more on the business credit side. This is the reason why I talked about business structure. Depending on how you structure your business, you can either, speed through or expedite this process of creating wealth, or you can go take the long route. That's going to cost you a little bit more money because you took the long route. Now, what do I mean by that? When you start a business as a sole proprietor, then you are the person in the business that have to guarantee that you can make the payment, which means that you have to co-sign for the business, right? So which means that in order for you to really build out business credit, which is key also, right? It's the second pillar. You have to have at least a 680 credit score or better, right? To personally guarantee those credit lines, okay? Now, if you already created an LLC, which is an entity that's a separate entity from you, then your personal credit does not matter. This is the reason why how you start your business makes the world of a difference. We always start with the foundation. We want to know, how did you start your business? Are you the person that's guaranteeing, or is your business a standalone entity? When your business is a standalone entity, you're able to build out business credit without a personal guarantee. You're able to build out business credit without having great personal credit scores, right? So how does this work? So there's a way, and we also in our premium programs where we work with high-level entrepreneurs, we actually give them a software to build out their business credit. So, but how does this work? I'm going to give you the tools of how this actually can work for you. So you get 4 times more on the business credit side than you will get approved on the personal credit. So let's just say you got approved for $50,000 cards and you stack 4 of those or 5 of those to get to like $150,000 in credit on the personal side. Well, on this side, now 4 times more than that is $100,000 approval, right? 4 times 50, 4 times 5 is 20. So that's, what is that? $200,000, basically $200,000 in lines of credit, in credit cards, or access to capital. So basically within your first 6 to 12 months of building business credit, like the professional corporate business credit, you can actually access capital of another 200,000 to $250,000 or more, right? And this is without, if you do it the long way, this is without you even having like revenues generating through your business, if you do it the right way, right? And so on this side, let's just say now you have an additional $200,000 in leveraged access to capital. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying it. I wanted to take some time to invite you to join me in the GovCon Challenge. The GovCon Challenge takes place once a month, where I invite a bunch of entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs to come and have me teach you the 5 things you must do to pre-qualify your business to land lucrative contracts with the government. So join me in the GovCon Challenge. Click on the link in the description. You'll be glad you did. Join as VIP for exclusive behind-the-scenes information, and you could become a part of the top 1% of entrepreneurs across the nation. Now back to the video you were watching. What can you do with that money, right? You don't want to just go spend it frivolously when it comes to creating wealth, well, now you have leverage to fire your boss because you built your personal credit. Now you have leverage to actually create some passive income streams because maybe now you're leveraging business credit to purchase rental properties, right? So you have houses, that's rental properties. Maybe you have 2 or 3 rental properties out of state that's starting to generate you at least $20,000 a month in maybe they're Airbnbs or whatever, $20,000 a month or more in passive income, which means that you set it up one time and it's going to pay you over and over and over and over and over and over again passively. So you don't have to have active income, right? Because now you're starting the process of replacing your active income where you have to go work hard for it with passive income, which you can make money in your sleep. Okay. Somebody type make money in my sleep. Right. And so now you're leveraging the business credit, $250,000, $200,000 in access to capital to be able to then, maybe you're going to get some vehicles, but you're not going to drive those vehicles all the time. Maybe these are luxury vehicles like a Rolls Royce or a Tesla or whatever else that you want to, whatever type of vehicle that you like, that you believe that are luxury vehicles. Maybe it could be a Lamborghini, a Lambo. Let's see, a Lamborghini or whatever. So now you're able to do like luxury vehicle rentals, right? And maybe that's going to bring you an additional $20,000 a month by renting it out, 20 to 30 days out of the month or whatever, right? It happens. I have a really close friend who's a financial expert. His name is Marvin Mitchell. He makes at least $20,000 a month renting out his Lamborghini, right? So this is how I know this stuff works, right? So now you're well on your way to creating wealth. So now you have like $40,000 average potentially in passive income that's coming because you did what? You fired your boss. You now have money to pay yourself. You could pay your bills. Now you're focusing on building out your business credit and creating income producing assets that's going to be functioning as passive income for you, right?